So I just got done watching Lips versus Joe Cool. I'd say it's actually not bad. Lips defeated Joe Cool. I would have been happy either way. I'm not a huge supporter of Joe Cool. Everyone knows that. He's always been that goofy character that no one really took seriously. Then he kind of took the world by storm with JHI, and now they own all the belts. What I thought of the match overall was great. I enjoyed it. But what happened after the match when Lips was like, Lips is back. And after that match, they had TJ Sakara come out and they decided to finish their match. Despite the fact that Zack Daniels had a sprained ankle, he still went out there and he said, get a ref out here right now, let's go. And the ending for that match was kind of fitting because they never had an official victory. They never had an official victor. I would have ended it. I would have had a confrontation and I would have had it so TJ would face Zack Daniels at Best in the Yard 2. But that would have been me. But it was a setup for a setup. That was actually quite great. I enjoy that booking. That was pretty smart on APW's behalf. That was very smart. Because not only did Zack Daniels lose to TJ Sakara due to the Sakara theory of death, took one, laid down, that was it. After the match, though, it was kind of funny. Funny this would happen. Zack Daniels and Jason Walker backstage had a little confrontation and they hinted that they might face, so I'm thinking they're gonna face at Best in the Yard 2. I'm thinking that, and TJ Sakara and Zack Daniels, I hope to see you guys fight again. It was an awesome match the first time around. The quick version of it, basically the alternate version of it, was a good little setup. It was a nice little setup. I enjoyed it. I really did. Quite entertaining match. Great match. Unfortunate for you, Zack Daniels, that you got injured. But the show must go on. And I got one more match to watch. And the event is over. Just want to say I just got done watching the Jason Walker versus Cameron Jackson match, and if you hear some noise in the background, it's because the plumber is in the background. I decided I just got done watching it, and there is one thing I've always liked about Jason Walker, and that is his special crossover entrances he always has. He always has the most kick-ass entrances, and he's a great performer as well. At Retro Invasion, I will never forget when I saw the red smoke come and he came out like the Terminator. This time, he came out like Venom. Venom, now, on a personal note about me, Venom is one of my favorite characters of all time in any comic book. He is my absolute favorite. Venom always has been my favorite, always will be my favorite. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love the entrance for Jason Walker. I love his entrances in general because he has the same taste, the same preferences as I do. Like, he likes the Terminator. You can tell by the entrance that he's very fond of the Terminator. He's very fond of Venom and comic books and anime and sci-fi, just like me. That's what I've always liked, but that's not what it's all about here. I also want to talk about the match, and again, I do apologize for the dogs in the background. I don't know what their problem is, but I don't care. But anyway, the match overall was great. You know, I enjoyed the match. At the end of the day, Drew Hood ended up interfering, and Jason Walker won by disqualification. He ended up winning that match. At the end of the day, Cameron Jackson ended up making him pay for it. Drew Hood ended up eating not one, not two, but 3 Black Toad splashes, and he ended up walking away the victor. He ended up walking away the victor, as in walking away from the match, leaving Jason Walker and Drew Hood both laid to waste in the ring. And the overall performance, now that I've watched it all the way through, finally after 3 days, the overall performance, I would have to definitely say this is by far my favorite event, next to Best in the Yard. WrestleCon will forever be known as the staple show. This is the bar, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bar. Let's raise it higher. Let's raise it higher. Fucking, we had so much going on. Oh my gosh, this whole event, it was so awesome, guys. You guys did amazing. Cage, AK-47, Cameron Jackson, Rick Rios, Big Time Mike. Even the Black Bullet match, the Black Bullet and the Nick Myers match, that was a good match overall. It's not your fault that it wasn't booked correctly. You know, again, I do apologize if I repeat myself a lot. And I just got done watching the whole thing. Watched the Jason Walker and Cameron Jackson match. What a hell of a performance. Match of the night has to go to, without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, it's a tie, actually, between Corey Graves and Cage and Big Time Mike and Rick Rios. Rick Rios and Big Time Mike, you guys really, if I wasn't a fan of yours already, like I said on Twitter, I would be. I'm definitely a fan now. I mean, I'm a huge fan of you both. You know, this should prove any of the haters, all the haters wrong. This whole event right here, the VTW, UWE, APW, and you forgot one, KBW crossover event. Because I'm considering Cage and AK-47, when they're there, I'm considering it to be KBW as well, even though they're not around anymore, which really sucks. But it's okay. So, this has been a review, my entire review. Hope you guys enjoy. It's a little lengthy. I do apologize if it's lengthy. I was commenting as I watched it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below if you watched WrestleCon. If you haven't, the link to the channel will be in the description below. I will link it. I will post it on Facebook, on Twitter. I will actually put the video in the description down below. So this is BustaBoy46 signing off. Tell me what you guys think about WrestleCon if you watched it. Game on. Rock out. Stay frosty. Later, everybody. Thanks for watching.